want to see if maybe by any chance we can get this going. This is a little game called Mad Libs, and what it is, I'm going to yell for some different things. And you're going to yell out these words to me, and later we're going to put in a story. For example, I'm going to ask people, and we'll ask between a couple acts and get it all together. Like if I were to ask you for a noun is a person, a place, or a thing. So somebody yell out a noun. All at once, thank you. What is it? Eyebrows? Iraq. Okay, well, that's a place, Iraq. I like that. Yeah, okay. How about a noun? Person, place, or thing? Saddam Hussein? The back seat. Okay, the back seat. Yeah, I like that. The back seat, a place of a lot of births, right, and conceptions. Could you imagine if he actually had to be named after the spot in which you were conceived? Imagine how many kids would be named back seat of a Chevy or Motel 6. How few kids would be named up the butt. Anyway, while we're here in this strange sense, Saddam Hussein, okay, let's get an adjective, which is a description of something. Ugly, good, good, I like that one. Another one? Sticky. Boy, we're just coming out with them tonight. Absurd, that's kind of like me. Okay, how about a number? See, you know what I thought you were going to yell? Close. Up. Thank you. Look at this man. 69, huh? Are we horny tonight? Yeah, we are. Gee, Dave, then you should go with him. How's that? We are. Dave, you're always horny. A number, so you say 12? Do I like 69 or 12? 69. Okay, this man's insistent. I'm afraid he might try it on me. How about a silly word? Ointment? Ishkabibble ointment. Okay, ishkabibble ointment. Ointment is a silly word. Ointment. Whoever thought of that one? And how about a plural noun? Get gross, get disgusting, get vas deferens, breasts. Use? Tubes? Pubes, okay. Pubes and dingleberries. Okay, it's taking that comic humor. The next, and I'm going to come back and get some more from you, and we'll put it together in a story. Next gentleman is a very, very funny man. He's done his comedy all over the country, from Houston here to L.A. He's a good buddy of mine. He's a funny man. Steve Epstein. Give him a big hand. Steve Epstein.
Thank you. No, I'm not. Let us pray. The Lord is my shepherd. I shall not want. He leadeth me to green pastures. I smoketh. Then I come here and performeth. And yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, it's better than working for a living. 77 years ago, our forefathers met our foremothers. And after fornication, created a new nation, for they were our forebears, not to be confused with the three bears, who lived in the forest and chased Goldilocks. That's America to me. And all the Shakespearean girls say, if you prick us, will we not breed? Well, that's the one line I'm going to keep. Sure, thank you for the aha. So we're in a holy war, in the middle of a holy war. Holy war. Batman and Saddam Hussein, Allah's telling him where to shoot the missiles. You know, there's always, religious people are always killing religious people in the Middle East and Ireland. Remember those old Irish Spring soap commercials? Always giving you a slice of life out of Ireland. I'd like to see a more realistic version of those, something like this. Great shooting, Kevin. Hey, but I tell you, after all this hard-working, slaughtering Protestants, you sure do build up a sweat. By the way, how did that bullet go through Sean? Clean as a whistle. Irish Spring keeps a dead man fresh. Yeah, sure. But think of all the religious people that spend all their time killing other religious people. You have the Sikhs versus the Hindus. You have the Muslims and the Jews are always fighting. You have Shiite Muslims versus Sunni Muslims. You have Hindus versus Muslims. You have Sikhs versus Hindus. You have Irish Catholics versus Irish Protestants. You never see fighting? Atheists and agnostics. Be interesting to see, though, like Irish atheists versus Irish agnostics, Take that, you bloody non-believer! Up yours, you uncertain bastard! Sure. Yeah. And Saddam Hussein just won't pull out of Kuwait. It's no matter what, the odds are so against him, he just won't pull out. It's some kind of psycho-Freudian sexual thing he has. He won't pull out. He's afraid of being accused of premature evacuation or something. Whoa, that's a good one. And, sure, I'm full of puns tonight. Speaking of the desert, I was watching Lonesome Dove, and Lonesome Dove, I love it. I read the book. I watched the thing twice, and one thing, every time, there's a part in Lonesome Dove where they're taking the cattle, the cows. They're taking, like 1,000 cows through the desert, right? And they have to go like 80 miles through this desert with 1,000 cows, and everybody, they're dying of thirst. They're dying of thirst, and it occurred to me, there's 1,000 cows out there. Don't cows have milk? Okay, that was a new thing that I had no idea. But it ended with a K. No, it ended with a K is the important thing, because in comedy, Ks are very good. No, really, if you end with a K, it's supposed to be much funnier than, at least I did that. Yeah, which is from my comedy education. That's how I got that, because I'm a very educated guy. I am. No, most of my friends, as a matter of fact, most of my friends I grew up with, they were all pre-med, and I was pre-tend, and my dad was pre-med. He was pre-mad at me after paying all that money to put me through school. But I just had problems with the education system. A lot of lies. For instance, I learned in algebra, I believe it was. I learned 1/5 is 2/10. Hey, I had a fifth. I wasn't 2/10. A lot of news jokes, folks. We got to try this shit out somewhere, and I tell you, this is the best place. No sense in bombing at the Improv. Sure. Oh, I went to Graceland, according to this. I went to Graceland not long ago, and I went stoned because I wanted to see it the way Elvis did, and Elvis was, he was in the DEA. He was in the Drug Enforcement Agency. He was an honorary member of the Drug Enforcement Agency. Elvis is my second favorite DEA enforcement agent. My first was Noriega, and yeah, some of the advertising they have on TV is just pretty ridiculous about drugs. One of my favorites though is a bumper sticker. There's a bumper sticker: "Give hugs, not drugs." You seen that? Give hugs, not drugs. Whoever wrote this sticker obviously never did hugs with drugs, because that's one of the best things about drugs. I'm glad I'm here rehearsing, because I need this bad. Obviously. Sure. So when I was growing up, most of my friends were Catholic, and they informed me if I was lucky, I wouldn't go to hell at all. I'd just end up in limbo, which, you see, to Catholics is a place in between heaven and hell, but all I knew from limbo was the dance. So for the longest time, that's how I pictured Catholic heavenish, with this long line of Catholics stretching up to the pearly gates. And there was St. Peter standing there at the gate, holding out the stick, the limbo stick. And what the Catholics had to do was like bend over backwards obeying the laws to get into heaven. Ding dun 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 dun. Yun dun 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 dun. Sex before you marry is Catholic catty catty. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. Birth control is a no no no. How low can you go? How low can you go? Dooley limbo. The apocalypso. Pope be nimble, Pope be quick. Pope don't get to use it. Sure. Well, now I don't feel so bad because I purposely slipped that one in because I knew that's a killer bit. That always fucking works. So now I can't even fucking trust you on the shit that's been bombing. I have no way to know now. Anyway, sure, drugs. Yeah. So anyway, I've been working on a sequel to the Book of Revelations. It's called Where Can I Get More of Those Mushrooms? Thank you very much. I think it's just about time to do that song, but all right, okay. Kelly Rogers. Kelly was one of my heroes. He really was. When I first got into comedy, I would go to New York and I'd see Kelly, who was the best song parodist I knew next to Alan Sherman, and I love Alan Sherman. Anyway, but I did a little attempt. I'd like to try right now. What I did here is I took one of the most cliche songs to do a song parody to, the famous Funiculi Funicula, and I did every basically cliche impression that I knew, and I put it all together. So, Mr. Music, if you please, and crank it up. Say the secret wager with $1,000. Today. Pita. You dirty rat, you killed my brother. Mickey Mouse. Everybody wants to get in the act. Well, throw me down. What a dump.
I could have been somebody, could have been someone, a contender. Frankly, Scarlet, I don't give a damn. Yeah, it's just the end of we go. Play it again, sham of all the ginger I know the world. She walks into mine, and I can't say anymore. My name is Dr. Frankenstein. One more time, because I'm still like working. Say the secret wage, you win $1,000. Shoot, Peter, Peter. You dirty rat, you killed my brother. Mickey Mouse. Everybody wants to get in the act. Well, blow me down. What a dump. I could have been somebody, I could have been someone. A contender. Stella. Frankly, Scarlet, I don't give a damn. Yeah, it's just the end of we go. Play it again, sham of all the ginger ain't in all the world. She walks into mine, not in Kansas anymore. My name is Dr. Frankenstein.
Thank you very much. That's different anyway.
Steve Epstein, give him a hand. He really is schizophrenic, and he can ride in the carpool lane with no problem. Really kind of scary. So y'all drinking out there? You having a brewski? Yeah. You know, you could always tell how drunk you were the night before by how tightly wadded up into little balls your money is the next day. You ever come home with money balls? Yeah. Drinking and driving's bad, but you heard the new one? Drinking and boating. The new killer out there. People who drive their boats drunk. Just as bad as driving your car. Apparently the Coast Guard has a foolproof method they use now. Apparently, if they think there's a drunk boater, they pull up alongside the boat they believe is being piloted by the drunk boater. They get on the bullhorn. They ask the driver to please step out of the boat. And then if they do, they're drunk, which pretty much sums it all up, which is really frightening. All right, let's get your minds working again. I need a plural noun. Fart? Okay, fart is one. One more. Think sick, like Vas Efron's shits. What is it? G-strings. Ooh. Okay, she beat you with the G-strings. But for this man up here, we're going to get another noun. A noun, anybody? Okay, shit. Raccoon. Two things that go so well together. Okay, shit and raccoon. Okay, and one more adjective. What was it? Viscous. Okay, fucking viscous. Okay, fucking viscous. Okay. So when I come back next time, I'm going to have a completed version for you in the story.